Hello everyone, my name is Binh Nguyen and today we will discuss about the topic of enzyme and digestion. My revision of enzyme including three parts: the nature of the enzyme and the active site substrates and the regulation of the enzyme. Let's start with the enzyme. Think of the enzyme as the helper. It is known as the catalyst for chemical reactions in living bodies. As you look into this graph, catalyze is a factor that lowers the energy activation. If you look into this graph, the purple line is the hurdle that the reaction has to overcome, while the green one shows the lower energy needed with enzyme help. Furthermore, energy is a protein. What compound it is made will tell you the characteristic of the substance. Don't forget that enzyme is a protein. Enzyme mechanism work like a key and lock one. If you look into this one, the key and the lock will have to fit to each eye in order to work, right? So does the enzyme. Enzyme consists of two parts, the substrate and the active site. The substrate have to match with the active site in order for the reactions to happen. It does this by recognizing the active site. Let's move on. Let's look furthermore into the mechanism, which is a regulation of the enzyme. Remember the key and lock mechanism we discussed? Here, enzyme has a favorite and non-favorite key. Like you have a person who you like and doesn't like, right? The favorite key is the activator, and the non-favorite key is the inhibitor. There are two kinds of inhibitors, the non-competitive and the competitive inhibitors. Inhibitors are the molecules that decrease the activity of the enzyme. If you look into this graph, this is a normal reactions where the substrate will go to the enzyme and produce a product, while in the inhibitors, both reactions cannot happen. Competitor inhibitors, the substrate cannot compete for the other substrate, which has a similar active site to fit into the enzyme, whereas a non-competitor attached to another side, which is interesting, right? The non-competitive one is more peaceful. It doesn't block or it doesn't catch any others chance to do it. It doesn't compete for the spot that is not for it. Now, if you remember the enzyme are protein, right? The enzyme are protein. That's why there are some substance that affect to the enzyme. What you remember back? What affect the protein? That's it. The pH and the temperature. They are protein. Therefore, if the temperature is too high or too low, so does the pH, the enzyme can be denatured. It has an optimum range for it to work best in the body system. One special mechanism of the enzyme is feedback inhibitors. Feedback inhibition means the end of the product is a pathway. Our pathway is a key enzyme to prevent the other enzyme to be produced. Why the enzyme would want to stop its production? It is because the body wants to make the right amount of product. You don't want to eat too much, so does the enzyme. Therefore, it has to have some mechanism that it prevents too much production of the body. Now, another topic that I want to review with you is digestion. Let's take a look through the evolution of the digestive system. The simplest system is a gastrovascular cavity, which is found in jellyfish or worm. It has one opening, only go in and go out. So does this one, go in and go out. Then the second system is alimentary canal, which is food is ingested through mouth and would go out through the anus. Moving on, the more advanced system is a monogastric digestive system, which you can see in human and some animals. The mechanism of this system work quite more complicated, which is it start with the mouth, with the contract of the esophagus. Then it will go through the system right here, where it extracts some enzymes that will help the nutrition to absorb through blood. Then it will go through the anus of it to go out of the body. This is the more advanced one, since the food has time to contract and to absorb to the body. Therefore, the body best get what we eat. We nourish through the monogastric digestive system. I hope that through this video, you can reveal some information about enzyme and digestion. Thank you for watching.